level. Hey, Queenie.
Señores, ya estamos en vivo, escuchando lo que están escuchando ahí, el AMA de Shiba Swap.
After 29 minutes. Thank you for coming.
Was here from the start.
No nos hemos perdido de nada.
Who else do I need
No
to
nos hemos
invite?
perdido de nada.
Nobody, it's just me. So I've got Shaitoshi in my DMs with
Ahí están escuchando. Un resumen de todo lo que ha dicho. No. Están tratando de entrar gente, no han dicho nada, no han entrado los duros
feeling a
todavía.
little bit outnumbered, but glad to finally be in. Because, oh my. Just to clarify, you can send a speaker request. I think all of the ones I received from the
Se está acordando mucho la que está hablando. No sé si todo el mundo le escucha. Pero
now
yo
that we know
You
that,
gotta check your.
Tiene problema.
Because it's in and out.
is that working now?
Hay mucha gente. Le dijo, tiene que chequear porque hay problema.
Check one, two.
Check one, two.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check.
You break up a little bit at the end.
Ve.
It's a little bit choppy.
Yes.
Nosotros tenemos el audio bien, aquí todo está bien. We crashed Twitter Space. Who else is experiencing lag and technical difficulty? Chequate aquí. Shiba Army han crashado el Shiba Space. El Twitter Space, señores. Demasiada gente conectada. Así que no han dicho nada.
Again, spaces don't usually do these numbers, man.
Exacto, nunca entra tanta gente a un space. ¿Me entiendes? Entonces por eso es que está dando problemas. Shiba Army, señores, demasiada gente. Hay 10,000 personas. Yo nunca había visto un MI con tanta gente. Si han dicho algo y usted estaba escuchando en Twitter, dígamelo. Vamos a ir traduciendo todo lo que digan, lo nuevo aquí, lo nuevo, papi. Todavía los desarrolladores y los duros no han llegado, así que estamos todavía esperando. No.
Queenie, are you using your speaker on the phone or your AirPods or?
Nope. I've tried several devices.
Se le va. Llegaron los desarrolladores, díganmelo, estoy leyendo. Pero es que eso no debe de afectar. Tenían que hacerlo en Telegram. Entonces, tal vez Twitter no aguanta el fuerte. Vamos a ver, señores. Para mí es tarde, señores. Yo tuve que pelear con mi esposa para que me dejara estar aquí en el vivo con ustedes. Así que denle like. Si a usted le gustó que estuviéramos por aquí. No es tan fácil cuando uno es casado y con hijos.
Wait, let's test that one more time.
Ahí está. One more time. Vamos a ver.
Last resort, is that working?
Alguien que me ponga en contexto. Ok, oye lo que está pasando.
Yeah, Bluetooth with a full space, not working.
Oigan lo que está pasando. Hay una Shiba AMA. Se llama Ask Me Anything.
And they're trying to rejoin. Make sure you tweet out the space. When you get kicked, you can just go to your profile and rejoin that way.
All right, let's get the show on the road.
Ok, listo. Vamos a comenzar con el show, señores. Esto está comenzando. Estamos a tiempo. Espérate.
Sorry. Just because I realized I was broken up before, what I was saying was that I was there the whole time. I just needed a speaker invite, not a listener
Esto
invite.
está comenzando, señores. Vamos a hacer un trabajo profesional. Eso es lo que ustedes se merecen de mi parte. Una vaina profesional. Vamos a hacerlo.
Yeah.
Ahí ustedes están viendo los comentarios.
I was about to give up, but I don't give up.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Not easy, at least.
Ahí está.
But we appreciate you coming here, Queenie, tonight.
Lo apreciamos de que está aquí hoy.
For Shiba, and people are excited. They've been DMing me the entire week about, getting ready to sit back and listen to, us chat. And
Queenie es la que está hablando. Lamentablemente aquí yo no puedo ver el space.
So yeah, thank you very much for coming here and taking the time out of your evening to do this.
No, it's actually my lunch break for work, so I'm all good. It's my pleasure to be here, and I'm excited to finally sort of have I described it as a wrap party earlier, to sort of wrap up what we've done this year and who we are as a project, and then
vamos a hablarle de qué nosotros somos y responderle cualquier pregunta lo que ustedes tengan. Parece que esta es una de las desarrolladoras. Dice que va a responder cualquier pregunta que tengan. Esa es una de las duras, entonces, en Shiba. Vamos a buscarla.
Yeah, I'm here. All right, guys, so I'll start us off. Today we have Sheeb.
Hoy tenemos
Queen representing Sheeb. Queenie,
a
once again, thank you for
Queen.
coming. We are the
Queenie.
team media team. Myself, Andrew Forte, Dominic Hamilton, David Goxine, and Akeem Hunt. We thank all the listeners, everyone that's supporting, for coming out tonight. We appreciate everybody here. Once again, sorry for the hold up. Technical difficulties typically doesn't happen during spaces due to the influx of people that
Está pidiendo perdón por el problema porque que entra mucha gente.
We have seen a steady, steady number, even though the technical difficulties did occur. So shout out to you guys for that.
A ver, gracias.
Again, I will reiterate this. Nothing we say is financial advice. We just provide educational as well as
nada de lo que nosotros decimos aquí es consejo financiero.
And we will give the community some time at the end.
Vamos a darle a la comunidad para que hagan preguntas al final.
Please, nothing related to price or price prediction. Let's keep it professional.
Nada, por favor, no pregunten nada sobre el precio. Lo lógico. No pregunten nada sobre el... A ver, aquí se va a ver el space, por lo menos. Aquí por lo menos ustedes van a ver para que por lo menos sepan quién está hablando. Ok, le están preguntando a Kini quién ella es y cuál es su afiliación a Shiba. Soy de Australia. Tengo 23 años. Ahí está.
Which I'll keep it that vague because it's awfully specific otherwise.
Okay.
My role in the Shiba Token project is I'm a moderator for the Discord.
Soy moderadora en el Discord.
And I sort of help out with a few other projects in the background.
Y ayuda con otros proyectos en el background.
Fighting FUD and educating our members.
Y educando a los miembros en la comunidad. Esta es la que está hablando, Queenie. Le están preguntando que dé un background de su ¿qué ella hace en el proyecto? Y acabo de responder.
Queenie, evidently you work with Shiba, you are part of the team. So could you kind of tell the people that are in here that are quite new? We always
Andrew le está preguntando.
Through Twitter and find out there's a huge crypto Twitter section. Could you kind of enlighten us and really take it back? What is Shiba?
¿Qué es Shiba?
Yeah, sure. Sí. So Shiba Inu started as sort of the brainchild of Ryoshi, as I'm sure many people are familiar with the name.
Brainchild del perrito, okay.
Published by Ryoshi, and the 3 tokens were created.
Los tokens fueron creados.
And essentially, it's a experiment in community building in a decentralized space.
Es un experimento en
some tokens with
en la comunidad.
A roadmap and some thought out tokenomics out into the space and just see what people do with it.
Vamos a ver qué la gente puede llegar a hacer con esto.
This is where we are now.
Aquí es donde estamos ahora.
Pretty incredible. And to think that we don't even have I think this is something people don't realize, but our current devs and our project lead Satoshi and everyone involved right now, they're not even the original team. I think maybe one of our oldest is LC, the owner of the Discord. He's probably the only one who's worked, closely with Ryoshi. But yeah, so
dijo un detalle interesante ahí, que el grupo que está trabajando ahora no son de los que iniciaron con el proyecto. Ay, coñazo. Ay. Lo que no me gustó. Pero Ryoshi sí sigue siendo el mismo.
That's awesome, Queenie. As I previously said, there are some, a lot of new people in the space that tend to trickle in.
Mucha gente nueva.
So SHIB is a deflationary token, correct?
Yes.
Shiba es un token deflacionario.
Right. So if you can give the people a quick synopsis of what
que le explique qué quiere decir y que es un token deflationary.
Yeah, sure thing. So
sí, va a explicarlo ahora.
Essentially a token with cap supply.
Es un token que no van a crear más de lo que tenemos actualmente. O sea, está aplicando que el coin de Shiba no van a crear más. O sea, eso lo sabemos, ¿me entiendes? Es lo contrario a Dogecoin, que Dogecoin cada minuto se crean más tokens. Shiba no.
Essentially, a deflationary token, it's because you're never adding that supply, theoretically.
Teóricamente, como tú no estás agregando más supply, va a ir subiendo el precio. Ok, eso lo sabemos. Un token deflationary. ¿Cuáles son los beneficios?
Token, sort of as I just mentioned, it's about controlling price factors and
controlar el precio,
diluting the market. So
y no dilutir el mercado.
the lower your circulating supply is, then of course, as I said, it's all just demand and supply. So you want a deflation.
Mientras menos hay mejor, pero coño, es que hay...
People often see this as a downside because
hay demasiado.
There's no increasing rarity for what you have. There's no, there's no chance of, okay, what if...
Oye, pero di un dato importante. El equipo que está atrás ahora el equipo que está atrás de Shiba Inu no es el equipo original.
If it's deflationary, which it is, if it's a capped supply, well, then there's only ever what we have right now, which means if someone wants some and you've got some, well, they're going to pay you more for it because they can't get it any other way.
That was awesome, Queenie. I'm sure people are excited too, and they love. And they you got the mic.
No me gusta ese punto no me gustó mucho, pero bueno. Vamos a ver.
I wanted to ask you, Queenie, real quick before you go, Forte. It's one of my favorite questions that I post to projects.
A ver, ¿cuándo será tu próxima pregunta?
Spaces, or it's in the Telegram groups or Discord.
Grupo de Telegram.
What is the utility of SHIB?
¿Cuál es la utilidad de Shiba? Le
The
preguntaron.
utility of SHIB, we see it as two factors, and part of this is actually Shaitoshi's response to this as well, which, as I've said, I've got him here answering as well.
Pero le están preguntando todo a una coordinadora, tú ves, y muchos me criticaron, Marciano, pero el AMA de Saitama fue con un coordinador, pero es que esos son los que tienen el contacto, esos son los que están detrás de todo.
Which also, you can stake on centralized exchanges as well.
Tú puedes hacer staking.
So you've got your passive income elements. You've got your payment facilitation. So we've seen shopping.io, now payments.
Shopping.io.
A whole bunch of places around the world, including like restaurants. You've got the Shiba.
Tú puedes comprar en muchos restaurantes.
All of these places.
Por ejemplo, en Venezuela tienen muchísimos restaurantes.
Fantastic.
Tienen una zona en Venezuela que se llama Shiba Zone.
You've got your passive income and your payment.
Tú tienes passive, eso es parte de la utilidad que tú tienes.
This is Shaitoshi's words here.
Shiba es
it's the proof of what you can do.
Una prueba de lo que tú puedes hacer. Muestra
even if you are what everyone calls a meme
que si tú eres un meme, si tú tienes una foto de un perrito, tú comienzas desde la nada y te puedes convertir en algo. Esas son palabras de Ryoshi que ella está diciendo, del creador de Shiba.
We've never paid for marketing.
Nunca hemos pagado por marketing. Todo es orgánico.
Even with all of these factors,
con todos los factores, tú puedes crear algo increíble. Somos la número 13 del mundo. En un año, menos de un año. Si pensamos en que hubo una gran caída en mayo, Shiba es importante. Es un importante token de que suceda. Te muestra todo lo que tú puedes hacer. ¿Cómo te el audio? ¿Cómo te el live stream? Vamos bien. Estoy leyendo su comentario.
I don't know, hoity-toity altcoin that takes everything seriously.
A ver.
It's just, the power of community.
El power de la comunidad. Es lo que quiere mostrar Shiba Inu, pero es lo mismo que demostró Dogecoin. Vamos a ver.
The utility of SHIB itself, holding it in your wallet will not give you passive income, but leveraging the ecosystem that it's part of, so using it on Shiba Swap and in tandem with the other tokens.
Aplauso para ella.
Queenie, you mentioned something that was really important.
Tú mencionaste algo muy importante.
My group and I talk about this quite a bit.
Nosotros hemos hablado mucho de esto. ¿Tú piensas que el éxito de Shiba
is predicated to the fact that it is a meme coin? And hear me out when I say
por el hecho de que es un meme coin?
And businesses brand off animals like Geico. David refers to as an animal. Like sheep, they're both animals. You think some of the success comes from the branding of a meme token?
¿Tú crees que parte del éxito de Shiba viene de que es un meme token, un token de perrito?
I know a bunch of people are probably right.
Porque porque hay muchas empresas que usan un animalito como su logo, eso no es ningún crimen. Como Geico. Todos los días estoy en el Discord respondiendo esas preguntas. Nadie le va a prestar atención a un meme token. A ver. Mi respuesta siempre ha sido esta. Yo siento que
from Ryoshi making it the Shiba Inu image. because the timing of everything with Doge taking off, and let's face it, like most people have heard of Bitcoin. I have heard of Bitcoin.
La mayoría de personas han escuchado de Bitcoin. Vamos a ver.
Everyone has
Todo
heard
el
of
mundo.
Doge. I've had relatives who don't even use computers tell me that they've heard of Doge. What is this dog coin that people are becoming millionaires off of? And as much as I am not a fan of the copycats and the similar
no soy un fan de los
I
copycats.
personally feel
Yo personalmente siento que usando el
leveraging Doge's
Shiba Inu
popularity
image
was just marketing genius.
fue un movimiento de marketing.
Everyone who was missed out on Doge,
todo el mundo que perdió la oportunidad de entrar en Doge
or 50 cents or whatever the price was. Well, hang on. Here's this token.
Aquí está uno más.
Just taking off.
Que,
the article that
o sea, lo mismo que yo digo siempre.
Shib was, this is the new Doge.
Este es el nuevo Doge. Chiva es el nuevo Doge. Ay, papá.
And all it took was me
Ay, Dios mío. Marciano tiene que dar su opinión al final del vaina.
The paper, they, you know, part of it goes to saving Shiba Inus. That's pretty awesome. And I was sold from there. Like, it's
un meme token.
I don't know. For me, at least, it's
something ella no está bien,
I'm not put off by it being
no,
considered a meme token or anything like that.
No.
So, Queenie, that actually leads into my question.
Eso me hace a mí preguntar esto. ¿Por qué le llamaron el Dogecoin Killer? ¿Por qué le llamaron el matador del Dogecoin? Si fue tan genio eso, ¿por qué le llaman el Doge Killer? Y ella dice, yo no sé. Yo pienso que porque directamente compite en contra de Dogecoin. Somos un token LS. Técnicamente somos muy diferentes. Técnicamente y fundamentalmente somos muy diferentes a Dogecoin. Yo siento que el Doge Killer es simplemente para ponernos al frente.
I think as well, you know, it just played into that
yo siento que jugó bien, que fue una buena jugada.
To basically just put ourselves right there up on the platform with Doge.
Now,
I like
what I did say I'm sorry.
Yo estoy tomando nota para hacer un resumen al final de los puntos más importantes.
No, what I did say before you came in was simply, I like the fact that the project continued to put its head down and do the work.
Me gusta que el proyecto sigue adelante y siguen trabajando.
And they got over the initial marketing plan. So I just wanted to, you know, get that out of the way.
Yo soy Chiva, yo tengo dinero en Shiba Army, pero yo tengo que ser real con ustedes.
Queenie, can you tell us what
Doggy DAO le preguntó.
Yeah, sure.
Doggy DAO, ¿qué es Doggy DAO?
I'll sort of break it down for you.
El organizador se cortó. Se cortó Queenie. No, se cortó Queenie.
No, Keem, her mic is on. She might be still talking, but I think she's stuck on the blockchain. I can.
Bueno, señores, hasta ahora.
Yeah, because I heard it like veer off. So.
Yeah.
Marciano, ponte una pestaña el precio de Chiva por si cae. Ay, Dios mío. A ver. Señores, hasta ahora yo tengo que ser real. Ella está hablando de Chiva como un meme coin regular. Ella. O sea, lo que ha dicho y del inicio. Hasta ahora. Un meme coin cualquiera.
She fell off, guys.
I sent her another invite.
Le mandó otra invitación porque se cayó. Otra vez. Se está conectando. Chiva, precio actual 33.49. Pero es que todo está cayendo también. Pero ahora en resumen, ¿qué ustedes ven? ¿Qué ustedes ven en resumen? Todo está cayendo. No se lleven de que no, que está cayendo o que no está cayendo. Todo está cayendo.
Dave, is she requesting?
A ver.
No, but I invited.
Mira aquí.
Okay.
Yo, Twitter Spaces, come on, seriously, you got to get this together, man. And it's not like not just for this, but like we've continued to have trouble with, you know, Spaces in general.
Siempre hemos tenido problemas. Se están quejando de Twitter Space.
makes it easy for us to all go ahead and, you know,
Señor, el
chat.
mercado está dando una caída. No podemos decir, no, mira, hay una caída por
It's
Chiva,
more
que sí o
Clubhouse,
qué.
honestly, man. It's way easier.
Welcome back, Queenie.
And Twitter, it was like, no, too many people.
Yeah, Queenie, thank you for joining us once again. Probably
Volvió, vamos a ver.
First time or the last time tonight, I assume. Shout out to Jack Dorsey for
¿Y
leaving.
qué? Ella está llorando,
Yep.
Aside from that, though, Queenie, I will ask
Ok,
a question.
te voy a preguntar para que le explique a la gente qué es el doggy dao.
Lots of excitement for doggy dao, and if doggy doesn't.
Gracias, Marciano. Si ella sigue hablando así, las personas se van de Chiva
Yeah,
para
sure.
otro mincoin.
I'll get one of the.
Gracias,
so
Jairo, por los
Eric,
$4,
if I'm
bro.
wrong, I don't think the doggy stands for anything.
De doggy dao, vamos a
We know
ver.
everything is ship themed. So obviously, like the doggy, we've got the dog.
Porque
park sort of
Davey, el
terminology
organizador de esto, era de Dogecoin y él se pasó a Chiva.
Like, it's just on theme.
Ya lo, pero mira
So
toda la
this is
cuenta
actually coming
verificada
directly
que hay
from
aquí,
Eric. So he's
señores.
our,
Mira,
one of our lead devs. So
pura cuenta verificada.
as his explanation from the
Damn.
team, which is Doggy DAO,
Doggy
it's
dao
arisen because we believe in
es-
reducing the level of accountability that our team have to place in each other. And it also it deters us from the ability to exert authority and control over certain
¿Qué?
areas. So it is about making it more decentralized.
es para hacerlo
So
aún más
Doggy DAO is going
descentralizado.
to be released in a stage-by-stage metric, and it will have phases.
Doggy dao va a
So
tener
the first stage
face.
of the DAO is focused on providing immediate power to the community in
Okay.
order to decide which crypto projects and pairs on the Shiba Swap wolf pools
Doggy
what
dao va a
they'll
ser
be,
como una moneda
and how the
de,
bone
de,
rewards
de
or allocation
gobernanza.
will be distributed amongst them. Pardon me. So through the new voting system, the users will be able to distribute their voting power when they're
Ok,
holding
un
T-bone,
voting power
which is
van
the
a tener.
staked
Señores,
form of
gracias a los
bone.
que
This is
están
very
aquí,
important, and
gracias a los
this
que
is,
están
the
apoyando.
staked form of bone on Shiba Swap.
Dejen su like.
So they'll be able to use their voting power and distribute it into
Van a
their
poder
preferred
usar
projects. So if you want to
ese
support
poder de
someone
voto.
who has been brought onto Shiba Swap as a wolfable pair, your staked bone will allow you to give them that boost of, yes, we want this. You know, I, as the community, as a member of this project, I want this. So the more votes that a pair gets, the more allocation points it will
Gracias,
receive.
Anderson.
So that means it'll be a higher proportion of rewards.
A ver,
So at the same time,
que
we're going to be
salga mejor para que
introducing
nosotros
new
los holders
phases
compremos
through the
más. Chiva to the
same
moon.
screen or portal of the DAO.
Brea Games,
Which will
saludos.
be, so we'll have DAO 2, so phase 2, which will be a system that allows the community to make generic proposals to be considered or reviewed by our multi-sig team. So that's the people within our team who are part of the multi-sig wallet security, and the breeds. So the breeds are our internal departments, if you will, it's a very centralized term, but they are, the breeds are what we just call the groups of people focusing on different aspects of, you know, you've got your growth and you've got your currency and things like that. And so, as you guys may have seen, we actually have our communication portal now, where we've been
Tienen
publishing,
un
we'll be
portal de
publishing blogs, and
comunicación
all
para la
official
comunidad
announcements and communications will be there.
para dar
So
los
that whole
anuncios
system structure
oficiales.
is going to be live on the blog.
Esa
we hope,
estructura va a
in the next few
estar
days.
en vivo.
So
Ella se
there'll be a
ríe. Yo
big
sé que eso no le
announcement
gusta a los
about Doggy DAO.
muchachos. We hope.
So the T-Bone will be starting
T-Bone
with T-Bone. That'll be in the beta
va,
DAO.
va a
But
estar
we'll
en
also
la
be working
beta
on a new
DAO
contract for the voting system to make it more scalable.
para tener
So
más
the first phase
contratos.
will technically be considered a beta
La primera fase va a
but
ser la beta, pero
a lot more developed than you would normally consider
mucho
a
más
beta. We
desarrollado
just want
que
to be able
lo
to
que
get the
tú
feedback from the
consideras
community
como algo
to ensure
beta.
that things are going as intended.
Que las cosas van como las intenciones iniciales. Coño, ahora sí.
I believe you answered the question.
Ahora sí, ¿me entiendes? Una vaina, un DAO, una vaina. Bien.
What is the significance of the Doggy DAO?
¿Cuál es el
Yep,
significado
so the
del Doggy
significance is
DAO?
that it puts the future of the project and the tokens that we welcome on board into the Shiba Swap environment. It puts the future in the holders' hands.
Pone el futuro de Chiva y del ecosistema en la mano de los holders de esa moneda. Pero que eso es. Eso es una moneda de gobernanza. Tú vas a poder votar en decisiones.
Decentralized finance is about.
Y de eso que se trata las
And you mentioned the blog, and I think it's very important.
Las finanzas descentralizadas. Okay.
Where can they find the blog and where can
¿Dónde pueden encontrar el blog y dónde pueden suscribirse? Yo me suscribí hace 2 horas, pero quiero saber cómo se llama la página.
Yeah, absolutely. We
La
do have
página
links
es
available in our Discord, and I believe it's been shared already. It should be retweeted. What I'll do, I'll get Milkshake if you could confirm the exact
the URL
for me.
The URL. Vamos a ver el URL cuál es en el de
and say it wrong.
oficial. Okay.
That's awesome, guys. So, be sure to subscribe to the
suscríbense
blog,
por el blog. Como lo mencionamos, muy importante, cosas muy importantes van a ser mencionadas. 10,000 personas, señores. Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, baby.
Sorry, I've just got it from it. It's blog, so blog.shibaswap, one word, .com.
Blog Shiba
if she would like to
swap.com.
tweet it, I can post it up top here so the listeners have
exacto, mejor.
easy access to subscribe.
Oye, la puse mal.
You said her name was Milkshake?
That is what she goes by. She is our marketing queen.
The marketing queen, Milkshake.
I know that makes you giggle every time you say it.
Mira aquí.
I love the name Milkshake. It's a great one.
A mí me encanta el nombre de Milkshake. Es un nombre increíble. Sí, es un nombre bonito. Welcome to the Shiba Inu Ecosystem Official Portal. Chequea tu DM, bro.
She does. Shout out to Milkshake. And honestly,
Milkshake trabaja muy duro.
All of our staff, but the growth team especially lately, they have been tireless working and making sure that even in this sort of dull market space we're in right now with not much movement.
¿Quién fue que me dijo, bro?
Constantly pumping out new promotional material, new tweets, just keeping everybody engaged, and it's really inspiring to see. They are just perfect examples of what the community is about.
That's dope. I want to move on to, I want to ask you about Shiba Swap.
Yeah.
If you can go ahead and tell us a little bit about what it is and just break it down for us in layman's terms.
Yep. So Shiba Swap is in essence
Shiba Swap. ¿Qué es el Shiba Swap?
A decentralized protocol on the Ethereum network. But essentially it operates the same way as Uniswap or PancakeSwap or all these other ones that you've heard of course with our own spin and our own flavor on it, but it is
Denle me gusta al live stream, coño.
The ecosystem comes together. It is the nexus of our project.
Es el nexus de nuestro proyecto.
Where you can swap tokens.
Es donde tú puedes swap your tokens. Tú puedes ganar un income para proveyendo liquidity
that people use to trade. So
para darle liquidez.
Decentralized finance compared to centralized.
Coño, pero ojalá que el Shiba Swap hagan algo.
And I will sort of
pero a mí me habían dicho que eran los desarrolladores que iban hasta aquí.
Centralized exchanges, the way they operate is different to swaps.
De la forma que trabaja un exchange centralizado diferente.
Decentralized exchanges, they are designed to cut out the middleman.
Los exchanges descentralizados. Ella está diciendo la diferencia entre un exchange descentralizado y un exchange centralizado.
There isn't. The transactions you're doing, the swaps you're doing, they're peer-to-peer. Someone is providing.
Las transacciones que tú haces son de persona a persona.
Contributing tokens to those pools if you want.
Está hablando, ella sabe mucho también, no es que ella no sabe, papá. Ahora estamos entrando en vaina bien. Ahora es que estamos entrando en vaina bien.
The least you receive, someone is loaning that to the pool.
¿Por qué no habla Milkshake? No sé.
So that's the way that swaps
es una buena pregunta.
And Shiba Swap is really all about
Shiba
that.
Swap es bien viejo.
There to be as much utility and as much
queremos que sea más útil. Yo quiero que Shiba Swap, yo tengo mucho dinero en Shiba Swap, yo quiero que lo remodelen, que sea más bonito. Shiba Swap 2.0.
We can onboard other tokens into these liquidity pools as we kind of already have with a handful. It leads into Shibarium as well.
El Shibarium también es nuestro scaling solution.
Very hopefully inbound.
Esperamos mucho que ya esté listo.
Dying a little bit at the latest gas fees.
Denle like, muchachos, si no le da un
But
yay
yes,
a
the
Marciano.
significance and the importance of Shiba Swap, it really is. It's just it's the glue,
1500
it's the
personas
thing
aquí con
that
nosotros,
holds all
señores.
that
Queremos
together.
1500
Where
likes.
the tokenomics shine.
Wow, tenemos $300 ya en vaina. Muchísimas gracias, señores. No. $30, perdón. Vi un cero extra. Perdón. Next question. No puedo escuchar a nadie, dice ella.
There we go.
Ok.
It's okay.
Akil, did you have a question? You unmuted your mic there.
Una pregunta,
It's always
David.
great that I speak into like a muted mic. Like this is becoming a habit.
Estaba
I thought
hablando con el micrófono en
Twitch
mute.
not Twitch, my Twitter had died again.
Yo pensé que mi Twitter murió otra
You
vez.
know, DG, talk to us now.
Vamos a ver,
Wow,
DG.
really shots right now. All right, I got you.
Vamos a ver.
Go ahead, Akil. You had a question?
So Queen.
Queen. Vamos, pregunta.
So can you tell me
¿Puedes
about
decirme
how the hype has actually coincided with the actual functionality
cómo
of
el
the
hype
crypto?
ha ayudado a contribuir,
Well, I would say that
ha
the hype and the functionality are two
con la
separate things, because
funcionalidad?
in my mind, functionality
No, en
comes under
verdad,
utility, so
son
how
dos
it
cosas
operates.
distintas, el hype
Of
y la
course, hype is
funcionalidad.
essential to
Of course, claro que sí, el hype es muy
pretty much any
importante
crypto
para
these days.
cualquier
If it
negocio.
goes viral, then of course
Pero en
that's a
verdad
good
no
thing.
creo que esa pregunta está mal, porque es que no
But
han
even
coincidido tanto.
the low,
Cuando se creó el Shiba Swap,
in the
no hubo hype.
benefits, so to speak,
No hubo hype con el Shiba Swap.
we don't need the hype.
No
It's
necesitamos el
fantastic.
hype.
It's the reason we haven't had
Es
to pay for any
fantástico.
marketing.
Es la razón por la cual nosotros no pagamos ni a Marciano por el
I know
marketing.
I spend most of my time amongst them in the Discord. That is, obviously, we have other communities. We've got our
Obviamente
Telegram as
tenemos
well,
otras
but
comunidades, pero
the people who believe in
la
SHIB,
gente que cree
they
en
believe in it no
Chiva,
matter the price.
creen ellos,
not in it for
creen
the hype.
Chiva
They have
sin
realistic
importar el
expectations.
precio.
It's just quite often that the hype is the loudest part. And
A
in some
ponerle un...
cases, and again,
Ay,
this
coña,
is
ay,
my
coño,
personal
¿qué
opinion,
hice?
in some cases, the hype can be more harmful than helpful.
Ok, en algunos
People will
casos,
spread
el
rhetoric that
hype
may not
puede
even be
ser
possible,
más
or is at least much further down the
y
line
herir más
than
que lo que ayuda.
our current
El hype,
objectives.
es cierto. Yo estoy de acuerdo, totalmente de acuerdo con lo que ella dijo. Con eso dicho.
Land in the metaverse. I mean,
¿Dónde
it's all
Chiva
over
está
the
en el
metaverse.
metaverse?
Will Sheeb land somewhere within inside the metaverse?
I believe that Shaitoshi has touched on this previously.
Yo creo
in
que
a
Saitoshi ha dicho algo
medium.
sobre esto. Nosotros,
Shaitoshi, I'll get you to maybe word this one for me, because I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Saitoshi, yo voy a dejar que tú respondas a esto porque no quiero poner
really
palabras
quickly,
en tu boca.
Sorry, Queenie, really quickly while he's answering in the DMs. I did post a link up top. Shout out to Milkshake for tweeting out
Puse
the blog link.
el
The blog
link.
link is up top, so guys, be sure to click that link.
Gracias a
and subscribe via
Milkshake.
email. Really easy process. I would
Tú te
recommend doing
suscribes
it. I
por
myself
email
did
para
it.
que te lleguen todas las informaciones.
To all the updates that
Tú
you're
te suscribes a
seeing.
Marciano Tech, papi. Aquí te vamos a dar toda la información sin hacerte muchas cosas. Hay muchos canales por ahí que suben un video diario de Chiva y no se puede. No se puede. Aquí se sube vaina de Chiva cuando es necesario, baby.
/ Go Growth Team.
Cuando es necesario. A ver.
You still writing it out to you in the DMs?
Yes, so we're just getting some clarification. Also, I just wanted to I'll hark back to Shiba Swap real quick. Part of that, I did mention that it's a hub, right? And it's a nexus of all of our tokenomics and our tokens. And part of that is the upcoming V2, which I, for one, am extremely excited about. And I know that
Estoy muy
our devs,
emocionada.
especially Eric, has been
A
hard
ver,
at work on that
especialmente
one.
Eric.
It's if you guys would like, I can give you a rundown if you have any questions about Shiba Swap V2 or if you've even heard of it.
Ay, papá, yo quiero
is it
eso,
something-
papi. Chiva Swap B2. Eso es lo que yo voy a...
Something that,
Mira, papá, le voy a meter coño todo mi dinero.
I
Se
think sort
jodió
of flew under
vainas,
the radar
papá.
a little bit.
Chiva Swap B2. La actualización
Yeah,
2
so
de Chiva Swap.
The Shiba Swap V2, right? So it's going to be an
Va a
upgrade,
ser
not just to the
un
UI,
upgrade,
and,
no
you know,
solamente del
Wikipedia,
UI,
but we are essentially turning it into a crypto portal.
pero
where
lo
we're gonna
vamos a
encompass stats and
convertir
trends,
en un
news,
portal de
charts, and
cripto.
Basically anything that the community would
Todo de la
love to see.
comunidad.
We're also trying to get rid of the 2D sort of meme
estamos,
essence of it all, and work
estamos
with something that has a lot more
queriendo
presence, it's a lot more
salir de la
powerful,
esencia de esperar 2 días.
and we want to sort of overhaul all of the organization of it. New
Toda la
sections, new
organización,
graphics, and
nueva
just
sección,
basically a
nuevo
total facelift.
gráfico. Básicamente un
I think that,
cambio
you know, the end
total
goal
de la
being
cara
it's a one-stop shop
principal.
for everything SHIB.
Todo
when
de
you're
Shiba
there,
va a
you're
estar ahí.
doing your trades and you're checking your liquidity, all of those things.
Chequeando la
you've just got
liquidity y
everything you need
todo.
right there.
Oh, papá,
So
duro.
yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
Yo quería decirlo eso. Shiba Swap
Quick
B2.
question. There are companies that use Dogecoin to go ahead and promote themselves. Examples would be Axe Body Spray.
Ay, papá, estoy hype.
Slim Jim.
Está preguntando sobre las empresas que usan Shiba para promocionarse.
Or market their brands.
We are approached all the time.
Nosotros a cada rato nos
response has always
hablan.
remained what Ryoshi's was in the beginning.
Nuestra respuesta siempre es no pagamos por advertising, no pagamos para ser listado. Todo lo que hemos logrado ha sido gente viniendo a nosotros y gente facilitándonos.
Hasn't been touched. It's going to be for our projects for sure, but it's not going to be used to pay.
No va a ser usado. ¿Dónde se puede comprar el Shiba Swap? El Shiba Swap es la página. Ay, Dios mío.
That's not organic. That's the opposite of what this project is about. The idea.
So like if any company comes to you and says, "Hey, we just want to go ahead and we want to have your logo on, you know, want to use your logo to promote."
Si una empresa le dice,
are you fine with that? Like, no money has to be exchanged. It's just like they're just using.
Le está preguntando que están usando Shiba para promocionarse.
Yeah, sure. That's different, and yeah, we have a whole bunch of different.
Nosotros tenemos muchísimas empresas.
Small businesses and individuals
pequeños
within
negocios
the community who are doing
individuales
that
que
all the time.
hacen
Like we
eso.
want SHIB to spread.
Nosotros queremos que la gente lo promocione.
Companies, yeah, they can absolutely.
Ellos pueden absolutamente trabajar con nosotros. Nosotros tratamos de seleccionar las empresas que van a hacer una diferencia, pero generalmente queremos que nosotros queremos promover las empresas que promueven el uso.
Time wasters who are making a mockery or people trying to demand.
Gente tratando de pedir un pago. Nosotros no tenemos el copyright de Shiba. We
appreciate your answer. It's just that because I know, listen, as seen here, you know, the army is really strong, and you know, obviously we're in a
decentralized. O sea, cualquiera puede usar la imagen de Shiba. Ellos no son dueños del. Va en contra de lo que ellos creen.
Companies have, and I use Dogecoin as an example. They've taken Dogecoin and
ellos toman Dogecoin y lo usan para su beneficio.
To go ahead and, I guess.
Bueno, yo para tener una audiencia que lo vea. Si alguien se le acerca a usted, mayores si queremos usar tu brand, hacen marketing para ellos. Yo aprecio la de... O sea, le quiso preguntar, es como que si una empresa se acerca a ustedes y quiere promoverse ellos con su logo, y ella dice, no, ellos lo pueden hacer, imagínate.
I know that's the thing as well. You've got to, these companies, they've got to get to us before the army do, to be honest. I see it all the time. The army gets to them before us.
O sea, el Shiba Army es que va y lo despierta. Vean acá, pero ¿y dónde que están los likes? Señores, yo voy a acabar este live stream porque es que esta gente aquí no está dando like. Habemos 2,000 personas aquí y solamente tenemos 1,000 likes. Señores, no sean así que los likes son gratis.
Be played, for playing said video game, said metaverse game. I think it's going to be absolutely huge. And I think it's going to...
Oye, lo que dijo un comentario ahí. Si es amargada se molestan. Si se ríe se molestan. Hay gente que se va a molestar por todo, brother. Hay gente que se va a molestar por todo. Vamos
metaverse, play to earn games, PvP games. Before I ask you about the Shiba Inu games.
Sure. My personal,
Shiba Inu games.
I'm a massive gamer. I'm a big nerd.
Yo soy una gran gamer.
Anyone who has hung out with me in the Discord has probably
que ha
seen
estado
me streaming
conmigo en el
games in there,
Discord,
and then, being
me
like,
puede ver, yo soy un gamer. A ver la pregunta bien. Muchos proyectos, PvP games. Hablamos de los juegos en Shiba.
paid to play games.
Juego en Chiva,
I've
papá.
partaken in a few. There's a few projects that I support that do this, and I am excited to see the future. It's not a new concept, metaverse, but you know, it's something
Mami, esto
that
está muy bueno aquí. Yo creo que me voy a tardar un poquito más de lo esperado, ¿oíste? Porque este live stream está on
You know, I was
fire.
definitely
Tengo
one
10,000
of them
personas conectadas y la gente está mandando super chat como loco.
when we
Yep.
when we announced we were doing our game, and the fact that it's an Australian developer, I couldn't be more excited and proud.
Emocionada y orgullosa.
So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty epic. But yeah, my personal take, I'm pretty supportive of it all. I do think it's extremely overhyped, and we're a long way from any crazy like virtual reality that's sort of realistic. But I don't knock it.
Right. So Queenie, I'll kind of ramble a little bit here, then I'll ask about the Shiba game. People that are obviously waiting for the games to be asked. So as obviously, I'll throw some numbers out here. I'm definitely paraphrasing, but I know
la comunidad Chiva en español está aquí, señores.
What they've done has,
compartan el live stream.
5-10 years dramatically, and the numbers even, the numbers increase more than, in terms of viewership, increase more than Super Bowl, and that's definitely something to see. As far as I know here, speaking from point of ignorance, I do not know if the quote-unquote the normies have come into this space yet and realize that you can actually make a salary and be paid for these games. And when they do, because they will eventually, how do you think that'll impact the space, Queenie?
Yeah, I do see it blowing up, but I think it needs to be done right. So if you look recently, Ubisoft tried to put NFTs in their games, but they went about it all wrong. And so it was something that was harmful rather than helpful to the narrative.
Right.
But when you come at it from the direction that we are, I think it's a lot more.
Yo pienso que es un
it
poquito
makes more
más,
sense. It's a lot more organic.
tiene
You're
más
saying,
sentido, porque
you're in
nosotros
this
somos
crypto
más
project.
orgánicos.
Here are the NFTs we've developed.
Aquí
Here is
los
the game we are
NFT que
building
estamos
for the
haciendo.
NFTs.
Aquí
We're not
están
building the
los
NFTs
juegos que
to shill the
estamos.
games. And we're building 2 games,
Estamos,
which I don't think many people
estamos
realize. We
trabajando
are
en 2
building
juegos.
2.
Ok, detalle
Essentially
importante.
concurrently. We've got the one by Playside and William Volk that will be on the App Store and will be that mobile game. That one is to bring in the quote-unquote normies, or the people who weren't fortunate enough to acquire a Shiboshi, which is our NFT. Then we've also got our blockchain version, and that is the one that will add the utility
Dos juegos
to
están haciendo.
the
Entonces,
Shiboshis. It's the one
tienen un juego que va a ser con los Chaiboshi.
It's the decentralized version. It's for the people who have recognized the potential of these NFTs
Para reconocer el potencial de los NFT.
Sort of opportunity. And so, yeah, so Shaitoshi he's working very closely with Playside and William Volk.
Shaitoshi está trabajando bien de cerca con William Volk.
But obviously,
va a ser
the rise of mobile gaming.
Pero va a ser más enfocado en mobile gaming.
Don't you guys have phones?
Ustedes tienen momento de los teléfonos.
That does make it more
Por
accessible.
supuesto, eso lo hace más accesible.
But yes, the second game,
el segundo juego
will be identical in many ways,
va a ser idéntico en mucha fuerza, pero va a tener NFT.
And between both of the games,
entre los dos juegos,
Shaitoshi and most of us feel that intuitive Shibians or Shib holders can draw conclusions about the various modes and abilities of
de los
the
modos
players
y las
and the
habilidades
NFTs
de los juegos y los NFT que están envueltos.
Really important
lo
in
que
the
es
game
realmente importante en el juego
original Shiboshis, but also the
es
upcoming
los
card
originales
sets. So it is a card
Shiboshi.
game,
Y es
and the Shiboshis,
un juego de cartas.
Of course, are the feature, are the artwork of it all. And there will be upcoming card sets, and they're going to be released throughout 2022, which I personally am extremely excited for.
2022.
That's awesome. And my question is, Queenie, will these games between, PC being interoperable
que le pregunten si van a ser play to
earn
earn
or the Android?
Sí.
Like whether or not there'll be a crossplay element to it?
Yes, cross-platform. Yes.
Crossplay. I mean, I think I'll leave that to the experts with Playside.
Voy a dejarle eso a los expertos que si va a ser
personally, that'd be kind of neat.
Que va a ser crossplay, tiene que ser crossplay obligatoriamente.
I think as well, like.
O sea, él preguntó que si va a ser crossplay. Tiene que ser obligatoriamente crossplay.
It hasn't really been confirmed.
No pueden hacer un juego de que no es tanta la comunidad, señores. Somos grandes. pero no es tanta la comunidad para que no, que lo de Android van a jugar separado. Tú estás loco. Y ya hoy en día casi todos los juegos son crossplay. Pregúntale que si va a ser play to earn. Yo era un gamer antes de que yo me enamorara. Está diciendo él, yo también. Éramos grandes jugadores. Perdíamos mucho tiempo jugando. Qué maravilla, dice David Macera Navarro. Muchísimas gracias. Yo soy un gamer, pero no tenía pregunta específica. Los NFT se van a usar en el metaverso como un metaverso, un juego del metaverso. Si nos puede hablar un poquito sobre eso. Sí, eso es lo que estaba hablando un poquito en el blockchain version. La versión blockchain.
Our NFTs. So I do have that metaverse response from Satoshi. So essentially,
esencialmente,
these are his words, and
estas son sus palabras que le voy a compartir. Ella va a leer un DM que le mandó Satoshi. Va a leerlo.
He's just said to me, no comment.
No comment. Ok, esas son las palabras.
But essentially, like, metaverse it's a ways off.
El metaverse es una forma de distinta perspectiva.
Not really our focus.
Ella dijo, déjame leer lo que dijo Satoshi. Y Satoshi dijo, no comments. Ok.
Operating in this space, we want to see those through to completion.
Ya tuviste.
So, sure, you can talk about
claro,
the metaverse,
puede hablar del metaverso,
all of those elements. Satoshi, here we go. He said, I've already said before, the metaverse doesn't impress me. VR worlds and virtual economies are nothing new. Sims,
okay, ella dice que el metaverso no le sorprende a ella.
Fresh. Yeah. For our metaverse, or if we have one,
okay,
we're focusing on doing things differently, and by making sure we can integrate everything that makes
Nos estamos enfocando en hacer cosas diferentes.
So this is an entirely separate element to
un elemento totalmente separado a lo que ya tenemos. Eso es importante saberlo.
But essentially,
de William Ball.
We don't have a metaverse in the works.
No tenemos un metaverse en el no estamos trabajando en un metaverse.
It will be something that fully incorporates SHIB.
Pero si lo hacemos va a ser algo que va.
It'll be something that's not about jumping on the hype train. It's
no
about
tenemos un metaverse.
Adding utility, adding importance.
Pero si lo hacemos, vamos a darle utilidad a Shiba. No están trabajando en un metaverse, pero si lo hacen, va a ser para darle más utilidad a Shiba. Ay, todo el mundo está saltando para los metaverse. Porque dame una razón por la cual tú estás saltando y no hay una respuesta concreta. ¿Por qué todo el mundo se está metiendo para el metaverse?
Queenie, personal take here as well. I believe that,
yo creo que nosotros hemos estado en el metaverso y la vida digital desde que salieron los iPhone y la creación de la social media, Instagram y todo eso. Es parte del metaverso, lo único que no es tan avanzado y es verdad, porque uno vive otra vida. Es una vida que uno tiene en las redes sociales. La era de la metaverso.
2013, 2014.
Eso ha estado desde el 2013. El concepto ha estado desde siempre, dice Queenie. Ok, eso no tiene que ver con Shiba. Suelten el metaverso en banda, por favor.
Ready Player One, all of these things.
Ready Player One era todo el mundo metaverso. Ay, Dios mío, ¿qué es esto?
They see resurgences every now and then. You know, you have the rise of it with the Matrix, you have the rise of it with Ready Player One, you've got your Sword Art Online and the massive increase of isekai genre, which is that, you know, pulled into an alternate reality sort of thing. Again, I think it's just far off, and what I've been given from the devs is, in terms of the metaverse and our plans, soon, but I'm not allowed to tell anything more.
Of course, we respect that, and we thank you for the transparency.
Lo respetamos y te agregamos por la transparencia.
Anything else that we didn't mention about, you know, the Shiba Inu games, Doggy Dao or Shibarium that you'd love to talk about and mention? The mic is yours.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, we didn't really touch on Shibarium. I'll probably, give some information on that because I see it all the time. It's 2 questions. It's either what is Shibarium or when Shibarium.
Vale.
So Shibarium is,
Shibarium,
if you're familiar with
si tú eres familiar con Polygon y de Matic Network, entonces tú vas a saber qué Shibarium es. Es un Layer 2 Scaling Solution.
And what it does is that it creates, in essence, a mirror or a mini blockchain on top of Ethereum. And this is where you may have seen not quite correct inflated articles being like, SHIB creating own blockchain. No, SHIB is a token. It will always be a token.
Shiba no va a crear su propio... Shiba es un token, no pueden crear su propio blockchain.
The Ethereum network is currently suffering from its popularity.
Y Ethereum Network está actualmente sufriendo por su popularidad y su fama. Mucha gente usándolo, entonces están esperando el 2.0, especialmente para hacerlo correcto. Moverse a Layer 2.
Essentially, what you do is that you use a separate token, so not Ethereum. You use a separate native token.
Usar otro token que no sea Ethereum para pagar por transacciones. Eso reduce el costo de las transacciones significantemente, de dólar a penny, comparado a los $100 que hay que pagar con Ethereum en los tiempos de muy busy, lo cual es fantástico. Con el Ethereum Network, cuando tú quieres completar una transacción, es como comprar o rentar un jumbo jet. Para ti, imagínate el costo de esto y el gasto. Pero si nos movemos a Layer 2 Scaling, todo el mundo en el network de Shibarium van a compartir los costos para el plano. Tú agrupas todas las transacciones, todo el mundo va a pagar un much lower fee y después es que se va a pasar al network de Ethereum.
And it's great because we have sped that up.
Okay, yo entiendo ya.
Is upset about the gas fees. It makes it really difficult. And SHIB has always been about accessibility. It's not about having money to make money. It's meant to be a solution for everyone.
Creamos una. Y nos montamos todos. Es como la canción que dice, si nos organizamos, tenemos todo. De lo que... Un pool, exactamente. Un pool, como dice Manuel Lisondro.
So, the 2.0 upgrade, I should say.
Si nos organizamos, tenemos todo. Así mismo, piensa en esa canción y tú vas a entender.
When's it coming? What date? Well, we're not giving dates because
no hay días.
When late April happens. Oh God, we don't want that again.
No, ¿por qué no?
As soon as possible. And
mientras más rápido posible. Y los anuncios se van a hacer pronto. No hay fecha.
It all begins.
Todo va a comenzar. Dio durísimo con eso. Muy dura, papá. Muy dura. Muy dura. Muy dura. Muy dura. Muy dura. ¿Dónde pueden, yo creo que tomar más información? Una website o algo. Coño, sí, porque ¿qué? Marciano no sabía nada de esto, güey.
Come to the Discord. It's where the staff hang out. You've got
Coño, para el Discord. Voy a tener que irme para el Discord también.
I know that most people are like, what the hell is a Discord?
¿Qué diablo es un Discord? Pero bueno, es muy importante para hablar por ahí, para hablar con Satoshi y Ryoshi. Ellos son importantes y te van a dar más información de palabra a palabra. Cuando esté ready.
That's going to be
Shiba Swap B2 va a ser lo más principal.
I've been given the green light. Okay, I've been allowed to say, drum roll please, this is what everyone's waiting for.
Le dieron la luz verde para que diga algo.
I'll shout out First Word and Alter Ego in the Discord because I know they've been waiting forever. I can confirm
yo puedo confirmar que
will be the
will
native
be...
gas token on Shibarium. You have that in writing, exclusive confirmation.
BOM
Bone will be used as the gas token.
The gas token
so you
en
want it,
Shibarium, papá. Un aplauso.
Snap it up while you can, and hold on to it.
Ay, 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 ay.
Of course, we'll still use Shib and Leash.
Claro, claro que tú vas a tener Shib and Leash. Ay, papá, BOM, el precio de BOM.
I'm a little bit ignorant to this. I do apologize.
Yo soy un poco ignorante de esto. Le pido disculpas a mí. ¿Por qué eso tiene tanta importancia? Coño, pero no vamos a Ethereum, baby. Va a ser más barato.
Yeah, why they've been asking?
Yes.
Well, it's because
Es porque
everyone who has been fully involved.
Ay, papá.
In
bueno, señores.
Element,
bueno, señores.
Espérate. Proper project that is Shib.
Espérate.
They're using Shiba Swap.
Lo están usando, Shiba.
Everybody using Shiba Swap.
Y todo el mundo está usando Shiba.
As a
todo el mundo tiene BOM como un reward.
Token, which is used in the doggy DAO.
Coño, pero la mata es BOM.
There's been so much speculation
el
on
huevo.
whether or not we were going to stick to the original roadmap from Ryoshi and use
Mira Shiba Swap, a cómo está, y BOM a cómo está.
Native token. So you'll pay your gas fees in Bone rather than Ethereum.
Tú vas a pagar los gas fees en Bone en vez de Ethereum. Eso es lo que quiere decir.
The extra hype and people wanting to know what on earth should I do.
¿Qué debería yo hacer?
Dates for 67% of all of the Bone rewards everyone has been accruing.
Okay.
Those unlock dates are coming soon.
So yo no lo tengo, So
Bone
will be the gas token for
information means that people can buy in if they plan to. I know plenty of people were planning to sort of ape in, as it's called.
Todos quieren meterse y comprar mucho BOM.
And yeah, I know a lot of people wanted that answer.
Yo sé que mucha gente quiere esa respuesta.
I was pushing for it.
En hobby.
We appreciate you delivering this message on the platform you guys have given us tonight. So thank you for that. Guys, once again, I will reiterate, nothing Queenie says, my team or myself is
todo lo que nada de lo que nosotros decimos es financial advice. Eso usted sabe lo que hace con su dinero. Su peo es su peo. Esto es entretenimiento y hagan su research, investiguen ustedes y ustedes hacen lo que ustedes quieran con su dinero.
Speaking of education,
hablando de educación,
to give a shout out to Uberfacts, who are in the
Uberfacts, que está aquí, Uberfacts,
which is pretty awesome to see. So
que está aquí escuchándonos, le mandan un saludo a Uberfacts.
From Saitoshi and Eric.
De Saitoshi y Eric le mandan saludo a Uberfacts.
We appreciate Uberfacts being in here. It's pretty awesome. I like seeing so many different people from different areas.
Mucha gente de distintas áreas, señores. Este live stream es épico, ¿oíste? Aquí hay gente.
Queenie, how do you how do you and your team think you guys have gotten most of the traction with Sheep? Has it come from Twitter? Has it come from mouth to mouth? Has it come from outsourced apps via YouTube, Instagram, stuff like that, Facebook?
It's honestly, it's so difficult to even know.
En Shiba, en
where it's coming from. The metrics are just so.
No sabemos de dónde viene.
Every platform.
Marciano, compramos o vendemos. Ahí es que está la vaina, que ustedes además quieren que uno le diga que compre y que vendan, que ustedes hagan lo que ustedes quieran. No sé, papi.
It was actually before the Discord. I was in the Reddit. I think after like 2 or 3 days of holding Shiba, I was in there fighting FUD. I was like, don't blame VB for don't.
Un saludo de John Wick directamente para Rosa Meltroso.
It's really difficult to say. It's honestly, it's just the power of community.
El poder de la comunidad. Marciano, papá. Dilo.
One person tells one person.
Marciano.
Right, that was my next question. Thank you for answering that. My next question was, what do you think?
¿Qué tú piensas?
En tu no right or wrong answer for this one.
En tu opinión personal.
What do you think?
¿Qué tú piensas de?
How can I word
¿Cómo yo puedo poner esto bien?
What are some things that you personally believe?
¿Qué son cosas que tú personalmente crees que puede darle una mano de alivio al proyecto cuando lo estás construyendo en long term?
Yes. What do you think?
¿Qué tú piensas que es la llave cuando tú estás construyendo un proyecto a largo plazo? Mi opinión personal es que debe tener 3 cosas.
I have a personal rule. I will not touch
Yo
anything
tengo
that
una-
isn't obviously this project that contains SHIB or INU or anything like that anymore. There are
Yo no
so
voy a
many,
comprar
it's
nada
overdone,
que
it's
tenga
not
Shiba o Inu en el
interesting
nombre.
anymore.
Ya
I
tú
think you need
sabes.
to be unique. You need to
Creo
be
que tiene que
organic.
ser
Of course,
único,
there's nothing wrong with marketing,
orgánico. Yo no
I
creo
do
que hay
think
nada
that
malo
you
con
will be able
marketing, pero
to
tiene que ser orgánico.
last through bear markets and crypto winters if you have a
Bear
solid,
market,
genuine
sólido y genuino.
holder base. And thirdly, you need fundamentals. People
Y
need a reason to
necesita
wanna hold the token.
fundamentals.
needs
Necesita
to embody
fundamentals.
DeFi.
Queen, you have just explained a lot of things.
Tú acabas de
really
explicar
eloquently. I just
muchísimas
wanted to let
cosas
you know
muy
that.
bonitas. Yo sí quiero
Thank you.
decirte,
I'm doing my best.
tú eres la más
Well,
dura de
well,
aquí,
because
tú eres
I
la
think,
más
and
dura
I'm
del
going to take it back
movimiento.
to the question before in which you
Yo
were
quiero
answering
dar
kind of
una de las
what it's
preguntas,
like, how things are scaled,
cómo las
how to
cosas
be
están
using a utility.
escaladas, cómo la
I
vaina
think those are
es.
important things that
Yo
people need
siento
to really
que
listen
la gente
to,
tiene que
because
escucharlo,
that is how you
porque
get to
eso
measure
es lo
what your
que
investment will be in any
te da un
project.
cálculo de qué es
And
lo que va a ser
not
tu
just,
inversión en cada
you've taken
proyecto.
all the meme tokenism out and you
Tú,
brought back the conversation to here's the fundamentals, here's how you win, here's how you
eso.
scale a project. I mean, and
Tú
it's
te has
all part
olvidado
of,
de
it's
todo lo
beyond
de
the
meme
hype. It's
token
all
y
about
viniste a lo
the
duro. Al
implementation
inicio
of
no me
that. So I just want
gustó.
to say,
¿Me
you've
entiendes?
elegantly expressed it to the world.
Exactamente.
Thank you.
Bien, bien. Que se
I do
olvidó del
also
meme
have
token y ahora
another-
vino a lo
Ooh, we got
duro.
another
Ahora se
announcement,
puso dura la
guys. The devs
vaina.
are feeling generous today.
Breaking, papá.
So-
Tenemos mucha exclusiva aquí.
This one's more of a teaser, not as
Esto es como
quite as
esto es como un trailer, un avance.
confirmed as
Nada-
the Bone announcement, but this one, or rather, not as much detail as the Bone one, I should say.
Ay, Dios mío.
So this is a message from Eric.
Esto es un
Now,
mensaje
we
de
know that
Eric.
there's a lot of people that come
Sabemos
from CEXs or
que hay
centralized
mucha gente
exchanges
que
like
viene de
Binance,
otros
etc.,
exchanges
that don't know the
centralizados.
whole ecosystem, and so
Que no
we want to
conocen
remind
el-
you that it's really important to
Es muy
remember that there are
importante
3
que
tokens
son
in
3
this. It's not just
tokens.
SHIB,
No
there's
solamente
SHIB,
es Shiba.
Bone, and
Está
Leash. And they
Shiba,
can all be
Bone
purchased
and
through Shiba
Leash.
Swap, and also
Y
some centralized exchanges.
Todos se pueden
we
ser
have
comprados en
managed to-
Shiba Swap.
to have Leash and Bone listed. And again, this is without us reaching out. So it's really amazing. to
Hemos
see that
logrado tener
support.
BOM y
So we've
Shiba.
explained Bone's use case. I've already talked about it. Doggy DAO. It's going to be
Doggy
the gas
DAO
token, governance token. Awesome.
va a ser
Amazing.
el
Leash,
gas
I know.
token.
Leash, it's the middle child of the project. It always gets ignored. It doesn't get any love, and I'm sorry.
Leech es
but
el
Leash
niño
is
del
going to keep
medio.
being
O sea,
used
como
in our
yo,
NFT
no mames.
project.
El niño del
Soon,
medio que lo ignoran.
People will notice a new surprise in the coming days.
Va a haber una nueva
And so that's why we
sorpresa.
recommend
Y por eso
that
que
you explore the
recompremos
whole
que
project.
explores el proyecto completo, porque vienen sorpresas. Explorar.
We thank you for that once again, Cleany. We thank you and the team and the devs that are dropping exclusive as well as teasers on the platform. We appreciate that very much as well as the listeners do.
Duro.
My other speakers, Dave, Dom,
Duro,
Hakeem,
duro,
Akil, have
duro,
any questions
duro.
for Queenie, regarding
Unas
any
preguntas.
topics that we might have asked or might
Coño,
have not asked.
Chiva vaina.
point.
Uno.
I'm honestly just sitting back and listening. I'm just waiting for the devs to come out with more breaking news. I don't even wanna
$3.
talk.
Yo estoy esperando por los desarrolladores que
Go ahead
lleguen
and
con más
break as much
noticias.
news as you
Con
want
más
on there. Now,
noticias. Dice el tipo, estoy
I-
esperando a los
first of all,
desarrolladores que vengan con más
just
sorpresas y más
wanted to say I
noticias.
appreciate you coming here tonight.
Ay,
I
Dios mío,
appreciate
mañana me levanto a las
everybody
4 de la
from
mañana,
staff
señores, pues no puedo quedarme
on
ahora
here
para hacer los
tonight
videos.
and,
Mañana me levanto a las
talking
4 de la
about,
mañana y subo
Shiba,
todos los videos.
and obviously we have a bunch of
O
people,
tal vez descargue este mismo video y lo meta
audience
todo
full of
ahí.
people,
Marciano, la chica estaba muy emocionada, eso es todo.
holders, and
Bueno,
we appreciate
tuvo
you.
duro,
Uh,
tuvo duro.
You know, I
Estuvo bien.
personally, you know,
Yo
you guys know where I
personalmente,
stood when, you know, when
ustedes
she
saben
came
lo que
out.
yo pienso
It
cuando
was
ella
just
salió.
questions and things that I personally, you know,
Tengo preguntas y cosas
I just wanna address it
personales
since everybody's here, so everybody understands.
que yo
I
siento
question
que
everything in the space.
yo le
It's
pregunto,
not-
yo pregunto
it's no
todo,
holds
yo
barred.
dudo de
Like,
todo.
so
Oh,
at
of
the end
course,
of the day,
of course. Everyone
you
should
have
be
to.
skeptical.
Todo el mundo tiene que ser
You have to.
escéptico,
Like,
skeptical.
You know, it's my money, and like at the
Es
end
mi
of the day,
dinero y
I'm
al
going
final del
to
día yo voy a
make sure I invest it
asegurarme
correctly.
de que,
Again, not financial advice, but
invierto
that's-
de manera correcta.
That's from my side.
Eso es lo que yo
You
pienso.
know, I
Tú sabes,
only, the
yo,
only
el
problem that I
único
had,
problema que yo
and,
tenía
you know,
o tengo,
I've
tú
said
sabes,
this in multiple
lo he dicho en
spaces,
varios
I just had
múltiples,
a problem with the Dogecoin,
yo
you know,
tenía
killer
problemas con el
tagline,
Dogecoin
but
Killer
it was
Tag,
removed from,
pero
you know,
ya se le
SHIB itself,
removió.
and like I promised in my tweets, I said as soon as that's done,
Ok,
you know,
él
for
tenía
me, it was
problema.
more so like I wasn't
David,
open-minded at the
¿quién es
time.
el
I said
organizador
I'd
de
look into the
esto?
project, and then I start studying it, and I end up
Pero
being
sigue aquí el
a
nombre, Dodge
follower.
Killer.
And I went, and trust me, anybody who knows me knows I went all in on it. So
Yo,
for
alguien que
me,
me conoce
you
sabe que
know,
yo le di con todo.
I really do like the community.
A mí me gusta la comunidad
And
y
you know, this hopefully
esperemos que
I
esto,
want the, you know, the end goal is
la meta
you can
final
be a
es que
fan
tú
of
puedas ser
Chief,
un fan de
and that's
Chiva
great, but you know, the community
y está bien, pero hay
should
la comunidad
come together
debe
because we come together. It's a
unirse.
different vibe, and
Si
like
nosotros
we
nos
take the
unimos es
shit to the
todo
next level.
totalmente
So
diferente y
again,
lo
I
podemos llevar
appreciate you
a otro
coming on here.
nivel.
And I just wanted to address that with you
Yo
know,
quiero
Shiba Army,
que
because like you
yo quiero que el Chiba Army se dé cuenta que
you're a
yo,
tough bunch, man.
honestamente,
You
ustedes
really
son
are a
muy
tough
duros,
bunch.
ustedes son
I
muy
remember when
fuertes.
you were beating me up with, you know,
Yo
baseball
recuerdo cuando
bats
ustedes me
on it.
estaban
So
golpeando con un bate
Hey,
de
I always
béisbol.
discourage that. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
listen, it's okay, man. As long as nobody's
Cuando él atacaba a
seen
Chiva,
Captain's
ustedes
beatings,
saben quién
I'm
es
okay with
David,
it.
verá,
But like, you know,
yo he
I
tenido,
appreciate
yo le he mandado fuego a
the
él
brand loyalty. So
cuando él
God bless
criticaba a
everybody.
Chiva. Mi problema no es que
Yes.
critiquen Chiva,
No,
mi
thank you
problema es
all
que
so much for
critiquen
having
Chiva y
me.
tienen Dogecoin.
I believe I've been
Yo
now would be
creo
the time to bring up we'll have 5 people
vamos a tener
from the
5
community.
preguntas de la comunidad
Before we bring up people from the
antes
audience,
de
I'm already
traer
I'm getting blown up in my inbox.
inbox.
They're talking about, I guess you guys announced like a big burn or something. So
Una gran quema.
No.
if that's not true, okay, that's not
No,
true.
no,
So
no
there you
hay,
guys
no hay
go.
ninguna quema.
Well, we haven't
being
announced one. We have not announced
No
one.
han anunciado ninguna quema.
Look, if I was announcing a big burn, or if I had announced a big burn, it would have been in here so far. So I'll answer
No
the
hay ninguna
questions, but
quema.
yeah.
I also want to say, like, guys, if you come up here, just keep the questions.
Mantengan las preguntas profesionales.
Like, we don't need like as soon as if you try to go ahead and come up on here and like ask a dumb question, you're getting thrown off a cliff with no parachute, like straight up thrown off. So we hold mature chats in here, and that benefits the space, and that benefits people that are just
eso beneficia el espacio y la gente.
listening in to this conversation,
a esta conversación.
onboarding
David,
people into the space. So
el organizador
appreciate
del
it that the questions
vaina.
stay, professional as
Halo aquí, David.
So
562,000 es un inversionista.
who's going to do that? Who's going to do that? You, Andrew? No, you
Tipo,
I don't have any power today, Dave. Guys,
that's
once
good.
again,
That's good. We're glad that you
una
have
vez
power.
más,
great.
David,
You guys can handle your phone being slow.
Yeah,
I'm happy
whatever.
not being slow.
van a hacerle preguntas a la gente.
Guys, as I said earlier, please, nothing related to price or price prediction. That's extremely unprofessional.
Por favor, no
as
hagan
well
pregunta
as,
del precio,
you guys
está
have to keep in mind
diciendo.
that stuff is not to be asked.
Es algo que no se debe de preguntar.
Only otherwise, as Dave said, him and Dom will throw you guys off, and your question will be asked.
Listo.
Okay. We just Queen disappeared. Unless
no,
did
Queen
she disappear, or
se desapareció.
She
Los
did
likes
fall
are
off
live,
again,
señores.
All right, hold on, I got her.
Yeah, shout out to whoever replaced Jack Dorsey. We appreciate you. I don't know what the hell's happening tonight. Like the spaces is just not letting. Number one, now I got a DM full of people just saying like I can't get in. I'm trying to get in. I want to listen, guys. You can also always replay. We are recording this. You can replay it. You can listen in to this entire conversation once we are done with this chat. Right, Forte?
Yeah, Dave, we can. Okay. No, I was going to say for those that are having issues, entering the space, Dom, myself, Dave, the entire Sheep team did tweet out the space. So if that's the issue, be sure to search them up on Twitter. There are some issues regarding that, but
hay no problemas con eso, pero
search up one of the speakers that are up here as well as the Sheep team, and the link is very accessible through that method. Bianca, how you doing in the meantime?
Bianca, ¿qué es lo que? ¿Cómo tú estás? Bueno,
awesome. Thank you for your patience.
Bianca tiene preguntas.
Yo
no sé si preguntar, porque yo quiero preguntar. Desde febrero ha estado Bianca holdeando. Huepa, ¿qué te hizo a ti? Yo vi muchas cosas que ellos estaban trabajando. Estaba respondiendo Bianca Michelle. El hueso. Bianca Michelle. Yo no sé si hacer preguntas. Yo lo que puedo preguntar es que ellos piensan
somebody who knows this, or if this
Personalmente, ¿por qué Robinhood se ha tardado tanto para enlistar a Shiba?
plans on releasing their domains, Web3 domains, similar to what ENS did?
Uy,
And if
uy.
they are, will there be a burn implemented in each purchase that is acquired with each domain?
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. That's actually, I'm quite refreshed to hear something that I wasn't expecting. Yeah, not a problem at all.
Pregunta,
So,
Marciano,
whether or not
pregunta.
we're planning to
Usted me
release
pone
a
nervioso.
Web3 project. I've got a message from Eric. Before I can proceed, I must give a message. What is the message?
Un mensaje de Eric. Vamos a ver. Espérense.
Apologies. I believe I'm being trolled by the devs.
It's okay. I get trolled by my own staff.
This is also true. Yeah, this is also true.
¿Qué ustedes quieren que pregunte? Una pregunta buena. Vamos, una pregunta buena.
Really high socks.
Dave, let's not get into this right here. Let's not do this in front of 7,000 people.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. The message from Eric.
El mensaje de Eric
I'm not
específicamente
starting
es
this war. This is from Eric.
de Eric.
Tell them we changed our name. We're not the Dogecoin killer, but the Dogecoin killed. Jesus.
Ay, ay, ay.
We did flip Dogecoin this year.
God.
We
Guys,
actually
that is another exclusive by the text.
we did flip them. Actually a few times. And
Pero
I
Lich,
firmly believe we will do it again. That's my personal opinion. Whether or not the
Is this? Hold on, Queenie. Can I ask you a question? Is this in fun? Ask Eric and ask everybody. Is this fun banter? Like, is this to you guys? Is this just fun banter?
the whole the Dogecoin conversation?
Yeah. Is
Sí.
it really like oh, we really like despise them, or is
está
it just fun
preguntando
talk?
de que
Absolutely
sí,
just
sí,
banter.
sí.
I know. Well, at least for me
Queen,
personally.
I apologize. Queen, I apologize. Dave is sometimes a teddy bear. Right.
David
so-
se quilla cuando le hablan de
No,
Doge, ¿tú viste?
I have to ask these questions because something that it's serious.
Yo
And,
tengo que preguntar porque es algo serio.
you have people that take this way too seriously.
Tú tienes gente que toman esto
and,
muy en
you know,
serio.
They're just,
Y tú sabes,
you know,
se
I'm
incomodó.
chat PC,
Para los que
but,
no entienden, Eri dijo, dile a David que ya nosotros no nos llamamos el que va a matar a Shiba, a Dogecoin. Ahora nos llamamos el que mató a Dogecoin. Entonces ya tú sabes. Por estar Eri chismeando, ahora se
All right.
David, I guess you got hushed.
se
Yeah,
molestó
I'm gonna
David.
Bring somebody else up.
Se molestó
Yeah,
David.
we're doing a total of 5 people, so Bianca being 1 and the next person being 2. While you bring the other person up, I'd like to personally thank the Shiba Army. You guys are absolutely crazy. We went trending again. As seen
Estábamos
on
trending.
Twitter. I
Sticking
believe
con Shiba
I believe
pregunta.
it was
Marciano,
12th
chúpala.
or 13th trending.
Yo le
thing
quiero
under my
preguntar,
tweet.
denme una pregunta buena. ¿Quién es Saitoshi? Pregunta, no, papá.
actually
Yeah.
trending number
Saitoshi
I think my mic disconnected a little bit, but I will reiterate.
No.
It's a healthy rivalry between us and Doge. We don't have it out for
Es
anybody except for scammers.
una guerra
Scammers
saludable entre nosotros y Dogecoin.
We all have it out.
So
for
no
them.
Tupac and Biggie type stuff.
Oh my God! Here goes.
Yeah.
Dom, what was the competition? The competitions, the quote that you were taught in football when you were a punter.
Go hard or go home.
No, wasn't a competition breeds excellence or something like that?
Lo de Robinhood, déjame ver.
Oh, competition. Yeah. There you go.
What do you
Competition
guys
breeds
think
excellence.
Robinhood is taking? Vamos
Playboy,
a ver,
what's
permitir
up?
acceso al micrófono. Déjame ver, pues no puedo.
Are you
se
here,
va a escuchar
Playboy?
mal. Ándale, yo tengo que escuchar por aquí.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
What's up, man? You got a question?
What's going on?
Hello.
Yeah, I just wanted to know,
Espera, déjame ver.
pretty much,
Tengo que bajar mi volumen.
when would Shibarium, when will it be released? Like, is it within the next couple of months or?
Ya yo mandé mi solicitud,
The
estoy
release of
esperando
what,
que me...
Or was that for me? Shibarium?
Shibarium? Mm-hmm. Yes.
What do you guys personally
As soon
think?
as humanly possible.
What do you guys think? Robinhood's taking so
So
long.
I did allude at the start to some more information.
Estoy-
in the
tengo
next few
miedo.
days from the devs for quite a few
Sin
different
miedo,
things.
papá.
Um,
Mm. A ver
we
si me dan
don't
la
have
voz.
any dates because we don't do dates because that's just how you disappoint
Saca la
people.
pregunta que menos te ha gustado de
Yeah,
las
Queenie,
que
Queenie,
apuntaste.
I do like that.
No, yo no tengo
better, you know,
pregunta.
not to
Déjame
endeavor
ver.
or work with a,
Ya no
you know, a
tengo
team or
una.
anything, but I do think if
The
you have a certain
games,
date
si van a hacer play
it's
to
not
earn.
met, I believe there's
Está buena
tons
esa
of, you know,
pregunta.
negative things that are said, and I
Abajo,
believe that it's
esa
if there's
pregunta
no
está
date
mejor
and
si los
things
juegos
get
van a
put
hacer
out
play
when it's
to
humanly
earn.
possible, like you said.
Ella no mencionó.
A great thing for the community as well as a great
¿Qué
thing for
ustedes
the
creen?
team.
Robin Hood,
My
es que yo creo
personal
que la de
take there.
Robin Hood iba a decir, no
Yeah, I
sabemos.
mean that's true. I mean I've seen that happen to
La de,
sometimes. So, yeah,
si los juegos
Yeah.
van a hacer play
And
to
you know,
earn.
from speaking to the devs
games.
and from seeing everything that's going on in the background, and
Esa es una buena
you got to remember
pregunta.
we're
Es
it's
que
really
quiero
only
hacer
a
buena
handful
pregunta.
of
Si voy a
people at the
hablar, es
end
una
of the
buena
day working
pregunta.
on this million holder project, and we work on multiple projects
¿Cómo se
concurrently.
dice? Ella no
Right.
So
mencionó.
also Bianca, I haven't forgotten about you. I will come back to your question in
Bianca,
just a moment. I've
olvídate
got
de
that response
Bianca.
now.
Cógeme a mí.
But yes, Shibarium
Ya
will be as
ya
soon as we possibly
pedí.
can. I would be extremely surprised.
Porque
And
ellos
this is
van a
my
decir, no, no sabemos de Robin Hood.
I'd
Pero
be
cuando
extremely
viene a ver, yo
surprised
le
if
hago las
we
dos
didn't see
preguntas.
it within 2022, if not the first
Porque
half
es que
of
yo pienso
2022.
vender cuando yo...
But
¡Ah!
I won't.
That's fair.
Don't take my words as gospel because we all know how development goes. It could be
Ya solicité,
anything.
cálmense. Will the game be played
Yes.
to earn?
Bianca, the answer to your question. So our
juegos.
Web3 solution or our potential Web3 solution is going to be
Vamos,
Shiba
denme
Net.
apoyo a la
That's
comunidad.
still
Suban la
currently
mano
in
como a
development,
Goku.
and it does all
Ay, coñazo, ¿qué fue?
right
Hello.
now, and that's why
Ok,
they
ya
were
me
the
pusieron
hot
en...
topics for this one. But it is on our radar. Shiba Net, yes, still coming, still being a thing. Web3.
Okay, cool.
It's all in mind. It's being audited. There you go. I have confirmation. Shiba Net is currently undergoing
Se
audit.
escucha mal porque me abrí el micrófono. Uy, coño.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Sorry. Hello, can you hear me?
Hold on, Marcy. Hold on,
Okay,
Marcy.
okay. Sorry.
Thank you.
And thank you
estoy
both
en
for your
vivo.
questions. They were both good.
Bianca, you're content, yes?
Yes. Is Shiba Net gonna be where individuals will be able to purchase their own domains, kind of like where it's like it could be Bianca.eth or similar to what NBA did. The NBA.
Diablo.
I'll have to wait for confirmation on that one.
So I'm wondering if Shiba.
Sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, so that is my question. So if Shiba Net is going to be that, then great. But essentially, what I'm asking is if Shiba's going to be releasing their own domains, where I'll be able to go in there and purchase my Bianca.Shiba address.
Yes.
And if I do, will there be a burn process implemented per purchase? I think that would be smart if you guys would implement that.
So yes, for the first part of your question, yes, we will have a similar domain functionality like ENS. So you will be able to go in and purchase that. So the way that's all going to tie in together is going to be something else. As for the burn aspect, I don't know. That hasn't been confirmed, or at least I'm not at liberty to say if it is. But I can confirm that ShibaNet is in audit, and you will be able to purchase a similar sort of ENS, so similar to ENS, I should say, domain.
Okay, thank you.
That's all right.
Ya, ¿puedo hablar?
Alrighty, Marcy.
Hey, hello guys. How are you guys doing?
Hey, Marcy. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for your patience, man.
Thank you. I'm sorry I had the mic on because I'm doing a live stream. I have more than 2,000 people listening here, and I'm trying to translate everything. I know you mentioned that there was going to be 2 games. I just want to know if those 2 games are going to be play to earn. I don't know if you mentioned that.
Sorry.
If the games are going to be play to earn.
Will the games be play to earn?
Yes.
So that's the idea of the blockchain version of the game will be play to earn.
So
because that's how we'll be utilizing these.
So there's going to be one play to earn and the other one is not going to be play to earn? Or both?
Oh, okay, sorry. So okay, sorry. It was just being a little muffled.
So your question, just so I can reiterate, mentions 2 games. Are those 2 games going to be play to earn?
Yes.
Yep. So there's one. I've got Shaitoshi. He's saying. Sorry, I think I've got mixed responses from the devs here. Okay, so he's saying you'll have one game that's like every other game in the App Store, which will have the in-app purchases for the mobile.
Okay.
So that'll be the mobile game one. The NFT version, it'll be different, and you'll see. The blockchain version will be play to earn, though. Sorry, I can confirm that. I got led on a little bit of a goose chase there with that answer.
Okay. Thank you. That's
okay.
So
also, sorry, continue.
Que continúe. Uno va a ser...
Marcy, you still here, man?
Yes, I'm here, but she already answered. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your support, man. Thank you.
Welcome. Señores, va a ser
so you know,
uno...
sorry, Queen, you go.
All the exclusives in this AMA.
Queenie, your mic is sounds a little bit alien.
Se está yendo el mic. El micrófono.
Every possible issue I could have.
O sea, que ella le preguntó a los desarrolladores.
Yes, you're good now.
Beautiful. I think I've been through about 4 different headsets. My question is when Twitter Spaces PC mic support, because Jesus.
Sooner, hopefully than later.
¿Cuándo le van a dar soporte a los micrófonos? Ella está diciendo, pero ella dijo, va a haber un juego, lo que yo entendí es que va a haber un juego, es que cuando yo le pregunté, ella le preguntó a los desarrolladores, entonces los desarrolladores le respondieron, entonces ella dijo que como que estaba recibiendo mixed answer. A ver.
For future projects, will.
So, ella dice que el de la versión del Play Store, la versión para los teléfonos, no va a ser Play to Earn. Y en la versión del blockchain va a ser Play to Earn. ¿Entendieron? Es lo que yo me imaginé. Si van a lanzar uno, y eso está bien, que lancen uno que no sea Play to Earn.
Let your entire staff know. Keep coming with it. It's perfect. Just keep announcing all these exclusives. I'm hyped right now.
Hey, is it really an end of year wrap party if we don't get to drop?
Yo tengo que salirme y volver a
and
entrar.
make everyone hyped for the new year?
O que me quiten de vaina.
Is it really an end of year wrap party if we don't get to drop
ahora
some
sí
exclusives and make everyone hyped for the new year?
Listo.
You know what? And I appreciate you guys coming on here and especially.
Tengo que hacer varios videos, señores. Yo voy a coger varias partes de del live stream y lo voy a subir cortito y después voy a hacer mi resumen con lo que yo piense.
We want to go ahead and have an honest AMA and not like one that like is set up to go ahead and give off softball questions.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, we want to educate. Like at the end of the day, we want people to get educated on whatever, protocol comes on.
¿No crees que esto de poner BOM como moneda para pagar el gas le quita protagonismo a Shiba? No, porque ahora mismo se paga con Ethereum y Shiba tiene su propio protagonismo.
Yeah.
O sea, es para pagar las transacciones dentro del Shiba Swap.
Get educated about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So
Yeah.
might not be for you if you're looking for drama.
Yeah, and I have had a clarification. There you go. Mobile game, no burn. Other game, maybe. The blockchain version, it actually might. So that's really awesome.
Ahí está. Lo volvió a decir. La versión móvil no va a ser Play to Earn.
Forget my Discord.
Y la otra todavía no sabemos.
I did see someone who seemed a little bit confused, and maybe a few people. So with the confusion with Shibarium, I will just reiterate, everything we currently have, all of our infrastructure, that will migrate over. So it's not like there'll be no use for SHIB or leash on Shibarium.
Ahí está.
It's purely just that the gas token you'll be paying is BOM. So you're not losing any SHIB, and
no
you're
vas
not
a
using
perder
leash for
ningún
it. They've got their
chip ni
own
nada.
purposes. You will still be able to use Shiba Swap and stake and get all your liquidity sorted. That's fine. That's
Señores, ya me tengo que ir.
Just because I did see some confusion there, so I just want to reiterate. And as a last comment, just to sort of wrap things up, we do have a big surprise when we enter 2022. So
Van a haber
That is going to
grandes
be
sorpresas
last little
cuando
tidbit
entremos
that
al
I dropped. There's going to
2022.
be a
Number 4?
big-
David, are you okay? Hold on, guys. You need a resuscitator. Are you okay?
David, ¿estás bien?
I hesitated. You guys are awesome. Thank you for dropping them, Jules. Seriously, it's not even, not just dropping it on, obviously this AMA, just in general for the community.
En general por la
I know the
comunidad.
Army is like, I read the comments. They're always, talking about like what's coming next and having these kind of gems drop, man. I know how it feels I know how excited a community can get when they hear, stuff coming out from a protocol. So big up to you, Queenie, and the entire staff for dropping them.
Yes, no, thank you. And also, realistically, I'm just the one who got to be the voice today. The team
Yo soy la
themselves, they work
voz
incredibly
del
hard
equipo,
all
pero
the
el
time. The
equipo
community is
trabaja bien
always at the
fuerte
forefront of their
siempre.
minds, and everything we do, it's
Todo lo
for
que
this project,
hacemos
for
es
this
para este
community,
proyecto, para esta
and
comunidad
just
y
to realize
para
this,
nos damos
the
cuenta
enigma that
que
is Shib.
el enigma que es
Queenie,
Chiba.
you're doing a fantastic job.
Tú estás haciendo un trabajo
For
fantástico.
doing all this.
Vaina
We've
bien.
got 2 questions left.
Tenemos
I
dos
brought Dan up.
dos
Dan,
preguntas
this is the
más.
fourth, right, Dom? But then we have one more after
Correct.
Dan. Queenie, really quick. I'm gonna, shameless plug here, guys. Be sure once again to sign up and /register to the blog.shibaswap.com. I did post it up top. It is the second pinned thing up top. So
Tengo que irme, señores. Son las 10 de la mañana, son las 10 de la noche y yo tengo familia.
Posting, constant updates regarding what's going on with the team and all that good stuff. Be sure to
Subió
register.
Bon.
Yep.
So second last question, we have Dan, which is the fourth question. We have one more after that. Queenie, before we get to Dan, thanks for your patience, Dan. Queenie, for those that have other questions that won't be able to ask the questions tonight, where could they ask those questions moving forward?
Discord. Come to the Discord. We've got a wealth of knowledge.
Al Discord.
And we're always eager to share what we can.
Perfect. Thank you, Queenie. Dan, we thank you for your patience. What's going on, my man?
Hey, y'all. Well, thank you so much for having me up here. I do appreciate it. And thank you guys so much
Marciano traiciona a la comunidad de Chiba por dinero y regalos de Binance y Coin Market. Marciano, tú usas a tu comunidad de Chiba para tener más suscriptores y ganar dinero en los videos de YouTube.
And then console gamer, are y'all thinking about coming out with any PC or console games in the future that can utilize
Juegos.
token in any way?
Yeah, so
Juegos.
that first, I
Que lancen un juego que no sea play to earn y que tú tengas que usar Chiba para comprar en ese juego. Ahí va a estar duro la vaina. No le responda, pero ¿para qué? Yo le voy a responder. ¿Para qué? Todo eso es el mismo Master Maverick que tiene como 18 cuentas. Inicialmente lo que hemos anunciado, las dos versiones de los juegos. Y sí, móvil y PC. Veo mucha utilidad en el posible futuro de lo que puede hacer. Yo me tengo que ir, señores. Yo los quiero mucho, pero yo tengo que irme, papá. ¿Ustedes quieren a un marciano casado o a un marciano divorciado? Créanme. Tengo que irme. Ok. Última pregunta, para que no digan que vamos a quedarnos para el último. Si el live llega a 2000 likes, Marciano se queda hasta que termine todo. Solo bloquéalo. Como dale 24 horas, gallo, divorciado con dinero. Marciano, no te vayas, queremos Marciano divorciado. No. Vamos a ver, última pregunta ya. Me encantó.
It links to something else. If we create something new, it still ties back to everything else.
Si creamos algo nuevo, se va a unir con todo.
Yes, is my short answer. I'm sure there will be utility for the tokens in the games, and as I've mentioned, the little teaser that we did get was Leash will continue to be tied into the NFTs, and there's an important, sneak peek coming, important news. But yes, we do everything we can to ensure that the love is shared across Shib, Leash, and Bone as much as possible.
Para que saque... No, es que yo lo dejo
Dan,
ahí.
you have any more questions?
Yo soy de la gente que cree. Cuando tú vas y le dices estafador a un estafador, te bloquean. Pero cuando tú le dices un estafador a alguien que no es estafador, te deja ahí que hable. Déjenlo ahí. Déjenlo ahí, que sigan. Eso me da view mejor. Yo no, me afecta. No me afecta. Mientras no me afecte, estamos bien. Déjenlo ahí, que eso más me conviene. Mientras ellos dejan más comentarios, más me conviene.
Yes, thank you all so much.
Gracias.
I brought up Ryoshi.
I just want to quickly say, like, you know, we didn't plan out which guests are coming up, so don't be upset if you didn't get your chance to go ahead and come up here and ask Queenie a question about Sheeb. I'm sure that, you know, Queenie and the rest of the staff
one day
will be holding more
I
AMAs
will be
in the
the
future
stars
to go ahead and answer those questions for you. But unfortunately, we only got 5 here.
Yeah. I'm always open to answering questions, and that is why I keep harping on about the Discord, because it's kind of where I live. But
Marciano, tú estás casado con nosotros, tu esposa es la matriz.
Yeah, I will.
Marciano, eres el youtuber más honesto en criptomonedas. Señores, por más veces que me digan estafador en los comentarios, eso no me va a hacer un estafador. Me lo pueden decir. Mire, estafador. Eso no me hace un estafador. ¿Tú me entiendes? Ay, coño. Señores, ya ustedes saben, eso ha sido todo por este live stream. Bueno, miren a quién me trajeron, a Risitas. Dímelo, Risitas.
Is it going to be just like Bitcoin after a couple years, let's say 10 years after mining?
No, yo tengo la mejor esposa del mundo, ¿me entiendes? Que ella me deja hacer live stream.
Well, I'll as for the way, like, what will happen to Bone.
Pregúntale a ella, yo le estoy diciendo de ahorita, pregúntale.
As for what will happen to Bone, I'll wait for a dev response on that one, just so the intricacies can be explained. But in terms of scarcity, Bone won't finish minting until 2024. So it has a capped supply, but it's still being minted. So it won't be something we have to worry about in the next few years. Eric has said that we are working on some...
Nico! Dile bye bye. Dile bye bye a la gente. Señores, yo voy a estar comprando. Dile bye. Dile bye. Ahora no para acá, Nico. Estamos casi salidos nosotros, Dios. Es que aquí que tengo que estar. Marciano, estás premiado. Tus fieles seguidores y tu familia que más quieres. Me alegro por ti. Gracias, Edward. Eso es por el buen trabajo que van a seguir aquí. Ya ustedes saben. No le hagan caso. Déjame ver si ya se terminó.
Thank you, Ryan, for that question. Guys, I'll be speaking all night. You guys are probably sick of me, but that's okay. I'm picking up my own voice too sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
I know Dave's sick of me. Yeah, thanks, Dave. Appreciate you. Guys, I am
Señores, representamos. Hicimos una pregunta dura e importante.
Appreciative of all the love we received tonight from the team as well as from, you know, the community. You guys have done a great job.
Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí.
Showing out.
Dile gracias.
My team and I can speak for them when I say we do appreciate everybody coming out tonight. You guys did an amazing job. Queenie,
bien.
You do have, you know, the last mic. If there's anything else you like to tell us moving forward.
Queenie, dura.
Oh, just I'm clamming up right at the end now. Just that I appreciate everybody.
Yo lo aprecio mucho a todos.
The community.
Es nuevo el micrófono.
I was extremely nervous, as anyone who's been speaking to
muy
me
nerviosa. Ustedes se dan cuenta.
I'm really honored to be representing the community and the team.
Estoy muy contenta de representar la comunidad en este espacio.
I'm just really excited for 2022.
Yo estoy muy emocionada por el 2022. No puedo expresar qué tan optimista y apasionada estoy de este proyecto y
it's just something else, something to look forward to. There's just always so much happening and so much
siempre hay muchas cosas sucediendo.
And I just want to say a massive thank you to every single person who has chosen to purchase anything and to hold and to
un show, mami, un evento.
Spread knowledge and just basically stick it to the mainstream centralized economy.
Estoy muy emocionada por el 2022.
but yeah, and
mira Nico diciendo adiós. Dile adiós.
No,
Nico.
you're doing great. You did a great job tonight.
Hiciste
Despite
un buen
you being
trabajo
nervous,
hoy.
we couldn't tell. I myself couldn't tell. You did a
Aunque
really
tú
good job.
estuviste un poquito
And I know
nerviosa,
your team
pero
is
tú hiciste
extremely
un buen
proud of you,
trabajo. Tú eres muy dura.
as we all are.
Y nosotros todos estamos
well,
emocionados.
thank you all so much for having me and for all this, and all of you for listening to me. Yeah, it's just
Solo es.
well, so much. Some of those things were new to me as well, so it was fun to
Muchas cosas son nuevas para
in
mí
the moment.
también.
I'm still sort of reeling, but yeah, I appreciate your patience as well, as I had every technical issue under the sun.
Su vaina.
Everyone for your time and just.
Él se está viendo él mismo.
By far the best one I've ever been a part of.
El más bacano que yo he estado.
The community is
La
done a great
comunidad.
job, and you know, I feel like projects, the ones that survive, that have longevity, are all, you know, community driven. You're only as good as your community, right? And guys, once again, you know, be sure to, you know, swipe left at the top. You know, Milkshake was very generous enough to post out the blogs.shibaswap.com link. Be sure to.
Señores, se acabó lo que se daba. Esto ha sido todo. Gracias.
Yes, and as we enter the new year with, well, all of the things that have been alluded to, you can catch us again in another AMA.
Podemos tener otro AMA. Vamos a hacer uno en español.
2022, and it'll be with Watcher Guru. So
¿Con quién? Con Watcher Guru. O vamos a hacer otro con Watcher Guru. Va a haber otro con Watcher Guru.
Yeah, thank you all so much.
Queen, where else can we find Sheep? YouTube, Facebook, aside from normal Twitter?
Anywhere there's an internet connection. We are present in Discord, Telegram.
Ok, señores, ya es lo mismo. Señores, muchísimas gracias por estar aquí, paisanos. Gracias por los super chat. Atento, va a venir un resumen. No lo puedo hacer ahora por obvias razones. Pero vamos a darle un resumencito de todo lo que sucedió. Dile adiós, Nico. Bye. Bye. Gracias, Marciano. Gracias a ustedes, señores, por confiar en uno y por estar aquí. Esto ha sido todo por este live stream. Si les gustó, dale tu manito arriba. Yo esta noche voy a poner un par de órdenes de alguna cosita que quiero comprar y les voy a avisar, ¿ok? Les voy a avisar de cositas que quiero comprar. Voy a poner un par de órdenes y les voy a avisar en mi Twitter que estoy comprando en vivo ahí. ¿A quién salió Nico con el pelo nuevo? Bueno. Míralo. Ya, ahí sí, me gané 50 likes. Listo. Se le quiere. Adiós. Hasta la próxima.